The tough shells make a bold statement with the first catch out of the match.
Welcome to the finals. Yes, the finals is now up and running again as an open beta. It started on October 26th and it will end on November 5. This game is cracked, and I mean it in a positive saying and way and meaning. I have to admit that I've had quite some fun playing the game so far when it comes to the beta once more, even though I've only been playing with random people and not friends communicating as a team. But even so, it's been a good time so far for me in this beta, and that comes from someone that played shooters for a very long time to start with, and also someone that can be quite picky when it comes to FPS games. Because I have to be honest and say that I didn't feel it the way I felt it now when it comes to the last time that the playtest, meaning the beta, was up and running, which can also be seen and heard if you have been watching the video where I shared my early impressions of the finals. Back then I didn't really enjoy the movement and gunplay in the same way I'm doing now, and the overall performance in the game wasn't that great. At least that's how I remember it and experienced it. But it seems as if there has been improvements regarding gameplay and performance, which is good to see from last time, and I guess that has also made me enjoy the game more this time around, especially since I'm playing the game on a low to mid-end PC. The Finals is a game that is a bit over the top when it comes to gameplay, since it includes destructive environments, meaning you can blow holes in walls, roofs, and also makes floors and buildings collapse to a certain degree. And I like that, since it not only can be used in a tactical manner, but it also puts you into unexpected moments and scenarios, and it's of course quite hilarious from time to time as well. The finals is played with teams of 3 instead of the more expected 5v5 or 6v6, and this makes your effort and decisions even more important, because you can get your team wiped out fast if you're not careful enough, and therefore lose momentum when it comes to grabbing the cash. They added one new map in this playtest, and I believe that the map design works well for the 3 game modes available in the beta, which is Quick Cash, which I played the most, Bank Out, and also Tournament. I've already talked about these game modes and those kind of things in my first finals video, so I'll stick to what I think overall about the game so far instead. When it comes to classes in the finals, you can either choose playing light, medium, or heavy. This time around, and the gameplay you're watching is me mainly playing the medium or heavy class, either using an assault rifle or a LMG. The UI in this game is pretty easy to navigate, which makes me happy to see, especially since I recently went back making a Battlefield 2042 video, which I haven't been doing in a very long time, and I believe I don't need to say more regarding that, because in the finals, besides weapons, you can also equip specializations, for example a cloaking device, evasive dash, grappling hook, healing beam, goo gun, etc. And alongside with that, there's quite a few gadgets to choose from as well, such as breaching charge, flashbang, frag nade, gas nade, glitch nade, goo nade, incendiary grenade, proximity sensor, smoke grenade, stun gun, thermal vision. I'm saying this since it can give you a certain degree of freedom to create a loadout within your favorite class that suits your playstyle and the way you enjoy playing the game the most. This is something I like, and with that said, it's also nice to see that in order to balance these classes and loadouts as much as possible in a game such as the finals, the time to kill in the game is pretty slow, meaning it's a high time to kill. I like that, since it opens up for more interesting gunfights where skills such as good aim, movement, placement comes into play, or overall game awareness, something that a lot of people forget and don't know really what it is. But also, if the finals would have a low time to kill instead, meaning a fast time to kill like a tactical shooter or whatever, the whole idea and balance between these classes would affect the gameplay in a negative manner, and it would completely fall off the board, and I don't want to see that happening. So I really hope that Embark Studios, the studio behind the finals, won't fall into the trap of changing the TTK just because some people are hopping onto social media, maybe complaining about it as some kind of bullet sponge because they can't get kills, etc. There's plenty of games out there with a lower time to kill, so if you're struggling in games such as the finals, you might choose to play those games instead. because the finals caters towards competitive gameplay and esports. I mean, the commentators are already there in the game, lol. At the same time, this is a game where you can, as I did now, just jump into the game, play with randoms, although by doing so, you have to be prepared that you can get matched into a trio of players with quite mixed backgrounds and experiences when it comes to playing FPS games. One of the few downsides of the beta is the fact that you can sometimes end up being only 2 players left in your team because people leave sometimes. I have to admit that I did the same once or twice when recording these clips for the video, but it is of course a tough experience if you're gonna be able to do well with only 2 players against teams of 3. It's possible, but maybe there needs to be a kind of a punish for leaving the game. I am usually against that, especially in social or casual playlists, but who knows how it will become when the full game comes out. What do you think about that? Is there or will there be skill-based matchmaking in the finals? I don't know, and I'm not sure how they'll do that in the full game. Personally, I usually believe that most FPS games are better off with no SBMM in the casual playlist, but some kind of SBMM in ranked or competitive is necessary. SBMM is a controversial thing, meaning skill-based matchmaking, and nowadays it's usually implemented in the whole game to a certain degree, meaning all playlists. The finals will be free to play, although with the monetization system when it comes to cosmetics in the game. There's usually quite some options in the beta already to equip some cool looking skins, but also some fun and almost quirky looking outfits for your characters. I'm usually not so much into that, but in this beta I have already equipped some skin bundles and some pink looking clothes on my heavy class. I guess they've done something right here since I got hooked on this as well. So when will the finals be released? The finals will officially arrive in 2023, that's what they've said before, but the devs are yet to announce an exact date. The Steam page for the game says that the title is coming soon, so we'll have to wait for an official release date from Embark Studios. The good thing for Embark Studios is that the style of their game isn't unlike other bigger titles that will be released soon, such as Modern Warfare 3, just to mention one, and that might be in their favor if they decide to release the finals before Christmas, maybe in December. Releasing the game in the first quarter of 2024 would be a good move as well. We just have to wait and see what they decide. The finals will be released on PC, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S. The finals has crossplay functionality between PC and current gen consoles. This means that anyone on PC, PS5, Xbox Series platforms can play with and against each other. I'm curious to see how this game will be received by the masses out there. Will it become popular? And if so, is the game fun enough and are there enough content prepared to keep the players engaged, especially during the first crucial months after release? Let me know your thoughts here in the comments. With that said, I want to say thanks for watching my The Finals video. When it comes to this beta once more, if you enjoyed, please leave a like on the video since it's always appreciated. Helps me out on YouTube. And if you want to watch more of my videos, feel free to check out my channel, my playlists, and if you want to, of course, feel free to subscribe. Have a great day now, and I talk to you soon again in another video. Cheers!
Them in the game. Team wipe for the shock and awe.
That's an absolute shocker, Scotty.
Couldn't have said it better myself. The Kingfish made an awesome steal there. Some cover. Here's the basket. All that's left is to confirm the result. And now we celebrate as one team of contestants becomes a group of rising stars.